Hello, beautiful people. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me today. Uh, I am talking today about a question I've been asked for the last couple of weeks. Quite frequently, I may say. What system of astrology do I use? The system of astrology I use is kind of a combination. It is sidereal with elements of Western astrology or the tropical astrology and elements of a new sort of system of astrology called the human design. Let me explain sidereal and tropical. Normally, astrologers use both the tropical and sidereal zodiac systems, but the choice between them depends on their astrological tradition, their training, their cultural background. The primary difference between these two systems lies in how they define the position of the zodiac and their relationship to the constellations. Let me explain this in depth. The tropical zodiac. It is what the Western astrologers use. It is also the system that I started my astrology with. I started my astrology with a book by an author called Linda Goodman, The Sun Signs. I forget the title. The tropical zodiac system is aligned with the seasons of the earth. It starts at the vernal equinox, which is the point where the sun crosses the celestial equator and enters the northern hemisphere, marking the beginning of spring. This alignment ensures that the first degree of Aries begins at the vernal equinox, making the zodiac signs correspond to the seasons. Now, in the tropical zodiac, the position of the zodiac signs are fixed relative to the Earth's season and the equinoxes, the solstices. Aries always starts on the vernal equinox, and the other signs follow in order. The tropical zodiac is used to determine the placement of the planets in specific houses of the individual's natal chart. The houses represent different areas of life and are essentially interpreting the birth chart. Now, what the tropical system does not account for is the Earth's tilt, the wobble. See, the wobble is very important. Earth tilts and wobbles as it goes through the sky. So its position vis-a-vis the constellations shifts 1 degree every 72 years. As a result, the tropical zodiac and the constellations in the sky are not aligned as per the vernal equinox. Now, if we look at Aries in real time, Aries does not rise on March 21st. It rises somewhere mid-April. Now let's get to the sidereal zodiac. The sidereal zodiac is the system used by the Vedic astrologers. It is also used by astrologers who have their root in ancient cultures, like the Hindus, the Babylonians, the Egyptian astrology. They all use the sidereal. The sidereal zodiac is aligned with the actual positions of the constellation. As see this picture depicts 12 constellations. Actually, with the recent discovery of Ophiuchus, the 13th constellation, this sketch should change. But I haven't found a sketch with Ophiuchus in it. Now, let's see. The tropical works with signs. The sidereal works with observable planetary transit among the constellations. The sidereal takes in account the precession of the equinoxes, which means it recognizes the positions of the constellations, the shift over time due to the Earth's wobble. The ancient Hindu sages knew about the wobble and took it into consideration while plotting periods of times and the degrees. The term is known as Ayan Amsha. Amsha is portion and Ayan is sky. As a result, the zodiac sign, as per the sidereal system, differs from the tropical astrology. In Vedic astrology, it goes into more details. The sky is divided into small segments called the nakshatras. Naksh is map and Shatra is portions. So these nakshatras, they are 27 in number. They give us detailed information of the role they play in the interpretation of a person's natal chart. Normally, astrologers like me take the 12 zodiac signs into consideration plus the 27 nakshatras, and it gives us a wealth of details that are helpful in analysis. Then we have the dashas. If I translate dasha, it means states, conditions. The ancient system says that there are 120 productive years in a human being's life. Now it is 80 or 90 actually, but maybe the ancients were longer lived. So that was the average lifespan. It was divided into 9 parts. Each planet had a certain number of years where it played a major role in a person's life. The duration varied from 6 years to 20 years, with each planet having an effect on the person. However, today, the average lifespan, I would say, is about uh, 80, 85. It's impossible for an individual to experience all the Mahadashas in their lifetime. In order to address this effect, the Vedic astrology has another hack. We have antardashas, we have pratyantardashas, we have sukshma dashas, pran dashas, de dashas, and all these hierarchies. What they do is they provide in-depth analysis and insight into specific time periods and the influence they have on the various aspects of our life. There's just one sky. Thank you very much. One zodiac belt, 18 degrees vibe, and 12 zodiac signs, ranging from Aries to Pisces, rising in the eastern horizon. No problem there. It's just an astronomical fact. And the stars, bless their hearts, they shine equally on everyone, whether I'm standing in New Delhi or in Chicago. It is the same for sidereal as well as tropical. Both the zodiacs are exactly the same. There are 12 zodiac signs and they have their corresponding elements: fire, earth, water, air, and they have their natures: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. And the general characteristics associated with each sign are basically the same in both the systems. And up until the last century, before the discoveries of Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and before traditional astrology started bringing in planets like uh, actually, it's a comet, it's not a planet, Chiron, and fixed stars, Aldebaran, for instance. Until that, the classic rulership of signs was also the same. So the difference in the two zodiacs is not so much in the content of the zodiac, but the calculation of timing for the starting point. Yeah, the Earth's wobble and the first degree of Aries. Another difference between tropical and sidereal is the sun versus the moon cycles. Jyotish is all about the moon. The moon represents all aspects of the mind. The moon is connected to intuition, to intelligence, consciousness, how it feels to be alive in this world, how it feels to live and breathe. The moon also connects with the emotion. You know, how you feel about other people, how you allow your nurturing instinct to come out. The moon deals with experience, with karma, with the sequence of time. Actually, the major part in Jyotish, which comes from the moon, is the time of our ripening and activation of our karma. It's all about timing, you see. It's all about the spirit, how it takes form in the world, how it coexists with the body, and the spiritual momentum, the pran shakti, how it affects the body, mind, and soul day to day. This is not the characteristic of Western astrology. Western astrology is very practical. It's about the hero's journey. It reminds me of the major arcana in the tarot card, the journey from the fool to the wise man. It is a journey which is started with the young soul. It's inexperienced, it is optimistic, it is very fresh. Then it goes out into the world and gathers experience, looks for adventure, finds it, is victorious, battles crisis, battles personal challenges, and comes home changed and transformed. So, Western astrology, which is sun based, is your identity, your ego. It is your actions, your power, your practical concerns, job, work, health, your journey, your psychology, how you interact with others, and how you interact with the universe. It is here and now kind of a practical approach to astrology. Whereas Vedic astrology is totally about the moon, the mind, the emotion, the awareness, the spirit within, the spiritual lessons, ultimate alignment, enlightenment, and the liberation, the moksha. Some astrologers offer both tropical and sidereal readings to accommodate the client's preferences. I do that. And I always say clients should choose what they are most comfortable with, what resonates with you, what relates with you. And there are some astrologers, due to their cultural beliefs, due to their training, they favor one system over the other. I would think the choice is yours. And you can go for the Western, the Eastern, the Sidereal, the Tropical, or you could go with human design. I'll do another video on human design very soon. And of course, you can go for other things like runes, tarot. There is a wealth of modalities human beings use to look beyond the veil, to peep outside the matrix, and they're all valid, providing they resonate with your belief system. Thank you for listening to me. This is Ritu Lalit. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Press the bell icon and I'll meet you in another video. I'm so glad you were with me today. Namaste.